That is my own point. That is my point.
What do you mean?
That is my point. Where I'm standing is my
point.
point.
I'll post it. I will post it.
I will post it. That is my point.
It's all right. I'll post it.
It's a mad place, isn't it? A completely mad place. Then when your car is caught, there are buyers already. So they take their cars to a place, and I'm going to show you how they are auctioning. And all of you are jumping up and down. You think you are doing me. You're not doing me. Sorry, Jerry. The cab, they give me it for head. And that is why I had to take it off. Yeah? The voters, the normal voters, people with the votes, their own killers. In an instance, check this out.
270, 280, 300. 300. Yes, on 300. 300. 310. 310. 330, 330, 370.
Gone. Baba Moto Yiti law. Gone. I don't even know how much they charged him. What was his violation that he couldn't pay? The purpose is not to make them pay. Dip them more in poverty. They are mad people. Yeah, arrest them. Say, please, Oga officer, please, we are fighting for our right. Please don't arrest us. Please. I say, no, arrest them. Poor people, they will come and say, oh yeah, everybody go and bring 50,000. So come and bail yourself. Poor people, they say, please, Oga, collect 20,000. We no get money, we beg for this one. They rip you off every now and then. But every now and then as well, when they need their crowd, you are always ready there for them. You don't know politics, my egun. You cannot sit down abroad and be talking. No be me then go, that they deal with. Laws are made by men. For the use of man. Okay? It is not that man is made for the law. No. That's why they told you need the ruthless Abacha style. You are going to get it. You're not doing me. Not doing anybody. Now, not be the victims. But one day, monkey go market. He no go come back. Okay? Whatever they said that man's car was 1 point something million. Now, so they auction them for 350. How many? Gone. There are others too. Check this one out.
As you see people rejoicing, even in we need to move on.
Aya purchase you. Aya purchase you, please. You aya purchase you. That woman, she's a widow. Her son, was the driver of their own commercial bus, a van. Okay, they took loan of 1.8 million. Okay, no, I think they got it on hire purchase. Somebody, the person who gave them the car, gave it to them for the van for 1.8 million. So as they are walking, they will be paying back until they pay off. One day, the guy passed one way. The guy passed one way and he got arrested. They took him into the mobile court. They asked him to pay a certain amount there. He couldn't afford it. They sent him to jail. 3 months in jail. Guy did jail. Imama, they look for him everywhere. When they released the guy from jail, their van is for auctioning. Guess how much they sold the van there? 400,000 naira. The woman just collapsed there. The son, if you look at that young man very well, you can tell, right? His mother, who could go all out to take an hire purchase van for her son, that just gives you the picture of what many families are in Nigeria of today. There are parents who, after training their children, after sending them, spending a lot on their education, Nigeria happened. Many of them today are jobless. They have been jobless for years. This same parent, they are going after, apart from the fact that they are feeding them grown-up sons, grown-up daughters. Apart from this parent feeding them, they are still going all out to see what they could do. Some of them are selling what they have to send their sons abroad. Like, I'm just going to try and get a visa for you. You are my son. No, I've spent, this is the reality. Look at that widow. All that investment right before their eyes, gone. That is Nigeria. That is your law. That is how to stop traffic, whatever. But that's not true. Because if you are looking for those who are indeed the most criminal, the most lawless, they are the people arresting you for whatever thing they are arresting you for. You see, punishment for any crime should never be more than that transgression. That is what the law says. The police, they will drive against traffic. They will be doing, wow, police. Everybody will be moving. Nobody can hold them. But they don't burn you well. Can you? No, they don't burn you well. And you are in that same contraption. Police will drive with rickety vans. Vans that, all their trucks that looks like, the basket that are wind together and probably like, weakened and, falling apart. Broken brake lights, broken headlights, broken this or that, damaged, all that. Nobody actually arrested. They are policemen. God damn it, man. But if it's you, they want to kill you so that they can use you as a warning to others. It is a complete mess. And that is what many of you are living in, a place made possible by Nigeria. Slum is what you are living in. Slum. Somebody send me another one. I think I got another one. Here. Fraud. They already brought those who are going to come and buy them in cheap, you know, cheap. They are doing it in the presence. I mean, does it even make any sense, right? The owners of the cars, they were not allowed to pay. One moment. Right. Just one sec. The owners of the cars or the vehicles are not allowed to pay whatever fine it was. But you see, the day they wanted to auction and sell off their cars and vehicles, they now called them to come and bid for them. Imagine you that the same agency didn't allow to bargain maybe the fine of 50,000 set by the law, because you couldn't pay 50,000, right? Your car is going to go up for auction. So you need to go and find more money to come and buy it then. Now, this time around, you are there, right before your eyes, they are saying 400,000. What are you going to do? That's why this man's video kind of break hearts. I'll play it again. That's what they've done to them. It doesn't mean that tomorrow, that same old man in his community right there in that same Lagos is not going to bring out bottle, even a cutlass, to come and break your head or cut off your head if you say that, no, I mean, they should not support Tinubu. So I don't have a pity for them. I'm just saying, all your choices, the consequences of them, you are also the victims of that, except if you are living in the world of where it hasn't happened to me. Maybe it's not happening at all. That man crying like a baby here, you will understand what is lost.
270, 280, 300. 300. Yes, on 300. 300. 310. 310.
Sorry. May God no allow them. May them kill you. Funke Akindele, Jennifer, and she is the deputy governorship candidate of PDP governor in Lagos, by the way. I know some of you know that are Lagosians. Well, they were the first politicians to take the advantage of the aftermath of that auction, that shameless show-off, fraudulent display of a government agency. You know what I mean? So there are those who first catch on that, like, hey, we'll go do solidarity. Especially you, my brother, I hear your story. You went to jail. They took your van, 1.8 million van. Don't worry. We'll see what we can do. We sympathize with you. The type of Lagos we want to give to you, we are not going to sell your car, okay? So we'd rather just sell you off. I'm joking anyway. We'd rather sell you off and your car, so you won't come back to ask for the car later anyway. But we sympathize with you. How are you?
I'm so sorry, please. It's okay.
Sorry.
Say, but I one lawyer come meet me. Say, since I don't answer guilty, I should answer the guilty. Let them give me the sentence, the month away. I said, okay, I'm guilty. Then now write 3 months prison. So I will go and serve 3 months prison. When they called me that my 3 years daughter was seeking, say she was seeking seriously. I said, it's not good. 2 weeks later, they said my daughter don't die. When I reached there, they said the daughter have forfeited. Say it's no longer my property again, it's now a government property. I said, why? After I have served for 3 months, I lost my daughter. I was crying there. They pushed me out from the gate.
That the purpose upon which a government is in power is to see to our welfare. That is not to say that if we've done anything or go on the wrong side of the law, we won't be penalized for it. But what we are standing against is that we don't want a penalty that would take people means of livelihood away from them. If they've taken that away from you, how do they expect you to survive? How do they expect you to feed your family? If you're serving your jail time and your car probably was released to somebody to work for you, I'm sure your daughter will still be alive. And I apologize, I'm so sorry for that. But we have come here, myself and my running mate, okay, have come to see how we can assist you in providing succor to your plight.
I know. Empathy, sympathy are not common words in Nigeria's or Nigerians' lexicon. Well, it's good. Some of you should practice it sometimes. Show empathy, show sympathy, but do it all the time. Okay? I mean, I wouldn't say that they don't do that all the time, but again, I hope they give him the help he needs. But empathy, sympathy, support, something like that, that's all we need. Even if you can't give people anything, show some sign of support, show some empathy. The hatred that you have for yourselves, they are built by the criminals that you called leaders, and they are the reflection of many of you, if not, in Igbo land. Igbo, Kwenu, Kwezenu, Yolando. The student gather for an Igbo man, Obi, Abakaliki. And from nowhere, I think kill. For Igbo land, this is not Lagos. What did they happen? Somebody send me this.
Devumai is a murderer. Devumai of Abani State is a murderer. See them shooting at innocent Nigerians. See them innocent Nigerians that came out to work for Peter Obi. Innocent Nigerians that came out to work for our country. See them shooting at us. Tear gas. In Ebonyi State. See them. They are shooting again. They are shooting again.
Run, no. Because a person way down, the minus.
This match must hold. It must hold. How many they want kill? How many they want kill?
Stop throwing stones.
Stop throwing stones. Stop throwing stones. Let's not do anything. Don't do anything to them.
They have guns, you don't have anything, no.
They have gone. We don't have anything. Don't throw them stones. Don't throw them stones. Don't throw them stones. Let them do their worst.
So be careful so they don't shoot.
Emma! That was Abakaliki. I just sit there, everybody, prepare. If they go for rally, or they go for 1 million, I've been at 2 million, match anywhere, there are some advised kits that are now being kind of advised for your own safety. No, just don't pack too much. Get yourself some fast, soft sneakers that are not too bulky. The ones that are smart, pa. If you like, you can get yourself some smart panties. The ones that don't fit tear if you jump gutter, because you must be mobile. And at the same time, don't sleep on it. Because let me tell you something. It is always fun like this. It is not gonna be for long. And as it is, every time when I turn here, they say obedient, press their neck. Okay. They say obedient, apply waiting, apply pressure. Okay. All these things you are doing, there are expected reactions. And today, what happened in Ebonyi, it was shocking. Oh. Even Devulumayi, denied it. Said, no, I don't know anything about Amo. I see some of these guys can no longer take it. Can't take it. Can't take this anymore. Iwama Dirao. What I'm trying to tell you is this. Everybody get choice. Now, don't they make your choice? But Iwama Dirao, you could buy any.
Pastor, oko ọlọ́pàá ó ń ṣọ́ pastor. Àwọn ọmọjọ sticker ló ń ṣọ́ wa. Àṣé kò rí pé orí wa ti burú. Ìwọ má dira o, ìpápá ẹ̀dá arúnrin. Jẹ́ ká wà ní báìbù tó ń jẹ. Kò jẹ́ gbèsè àgbẹ̀tọ̀ àbí kò gbẹ́rì tí kò gbé tí a fẹ́ jókòó tẹ̀ rà. Gbẹ́rì tí bá yọ píù. Àwòyí àárín. Mo mọ̀ ní pé wà nínú báìbù pé ìgbà tó fẹ́ mú Jésù kọjá ní àárín òun ògèrí Jésù. Kí ni Jésù lò? Àfẹ́ rí lólo. Ìwọ má dira ayé bàjẹ́.
I just thought I should say that on the side because that was unacceptable. For some reason, they said that some policemen did it. So, and we are happy that nobody was really armed or in any way injured. So, I just wanted to have that at the back of your mind. Other things that are causing ripples or rumbles or whatever on social media is that Kalu received the endorsement of the actors and producers, movie actors and producers of Nigeria, so that it will be the president. Well, that didn't go down well much, but Kalu had this to say to assure everybody his own plan. Listen to him. Meanwhile, there's something I want you to notice for those who probably haven't been following. Okay? Kalu, whenever Kalu is talking, and you see that when he says something, they clap. Then he breaks, then he says something again, they clap. All that is a new style that they put together to make sure that you see that period where he will be saying something. 33% unemployed. The moment that is always like off. Recruit. 50 million youth. What are they going to eat? Cassava, corn, àgbàdo, àwìn is grown here. You create demand and supply. To avoid that kind of, or that one that is like talking off record, all of those, to avoid that, they have created a way. And I want you to start paying attention, okay? If you say one thing, they will clap. If no matter what he's saying, he may be saying jargons, nonsense, it doesn't matter, okay? But pay attention to that. I'm coming back. I'll tell you more. Pay attention. So Tinubu said, these are my policies, and thank you for adopting me, your next president.
I'm grateful for your endorsement. And I promise you, I'm not going to let you down. I am focused, determined, and I know the road to success.
Jagaba, thank you. I want to see Baba, man. Jagaban, the man that, you know, 1 second, I want to show you something just before we continued, okay? There's something somebody sent to me earlier. Now, it's going to help me in what I'm about to say, okay? Where it starts. I think I got it. So it's a way now, just in case if you don't know, I believe that somehow you should start paying attention. That's why Tinubu is not going to do any live interview or debate or anything. You know why? It's going to be a serious problem because they need those people, those who are going to hold them, those who are going to all those stuff, eh? Something like, where is that? Okay, I think that I found it. You know, something like this. You can't leave him alone. Okay, you can't. If you mistakenly leave him alone, you're likely going to get this. For example, when he left Abuja to Gombe today, this is him. All right, this is what you will get in a normal way. So that's why they would just have to make sure that he's only attending Jumat, he's attending wedding, he's attending birthday, or he's attending some, you know, gathering that, you know what I mean? This is one of the reasons anyway. However, where is that? Let me take that off. Yeah. So they said people haven't, I mean, those who endorsed him, telling them about his plan and, you know what I mean? Like, I would take you to success. I know the road to success. Chakaban. I am not in any way, you know, like you are cracking up right now, like, ha, 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 ha. It's just the same way I see every one of them, okay? No matter how fancy their packages or whatever it is, no matter how emotionally you are attached, as many of you are, to me, they are the same. And you all get to get what you are investing. You'll get that. Just be careful so that by the time any of them comes back, not as expected, just remember that Mayegun once warned you to at least be careful before you decide to probably make enmity with any people because of these guys. For your own sake, but now back to the start when where we had a Shetima. As it be, for some people who are from the northern part of Nigeria today, somehow is a sweet sour thing for them, as long as you know, in both ways. I'll tell you something, a quick one. Check your screen. It's this quote, yeah. So when you see those who are like with Tinubu and gang, yeah, this is what they are like. They are like those you can call the fascist. The fascist is one whose lust for money or power is combined with such an intensity of intolerance towards those of other races, parties, classes, religions, culture, regions, or nations as to make him ruthless in his use of deceit and violence to attain his ends. When I read this to somebody today, and that person said, Mayegun is like you are describing APC, and you are describing Tinubu and Atifku in one picture. I said, well, I don't know. Well, I think I'm actually describing everyone that is somehow associated with this one Nigeria. We have the extremists and those ones who are there right now believing that they are doing it better, right? However, if you look at those who are pushing Tinubu, a sick man, okay, and those who are pushing Atifku, a partially sick man as well, right? Old man, and a corrupt person like Tinubu himself, right? Now, if you look at them, you realize that whatever because of these people, right, they have grown to become sociopathic in nature. They don't have empathy or sympathy, so to say. They are more fixated on what they believe is their only way out of wherever they are right now. That's what they see these guys as, right? Their only way out. And because of that, whoever is not in bed with that, especially this one Nigerianist, okay? Many of you are like that now. One Nigerianist, okay? If you don't align with this, oh, well, every one of you, right? If you don't align with this, then you are more divided along this line, which represent what is today's Nigeria. Put it that way. You get that now? Your desperation, your lust for money or power, or combined with such an intensity of intolerance towards those who, towards those of other races. Look at them. They are playing tribal card, tribal politics, and the rest of that today. Why? Other parties, other classes, other religions, cultures, regions, and even nations. Now, these are people who rose against nation, Yoruba nation, for example, Biafra Republic, for example. If you look at those who have risen against all of this in Nigeria today, they did so simply because of what they believe they're going to get from standing with Nigeria. Some of them didn't live to actually get anything. Some of them did get something, but they died miserably as well, whatever it is. So you are fascist, mostly. Most Nigerians are fascist. Fascism is this lust for money and power, control. And every one of you in that contraption called Nigeria, if you have to confess, if I take every one of you into the confession boxes now, I put every one of you in there, okay? You will know that you are all waiting for your turn, your own turn, to show what you are made of, if chance is given, isn't it? And you will do anything and everything to make that happen. So save yourself all that rage, save yourself all that scheming, save yourself all that hypocrisy as well. All right? Let's save ourselves all of that, okay? And tell ourselves the truth. If it is about sharing, they want Nigeria, sharing the destiny of millions, sharing the livelihood of millions, something that could make life livable for millions, sharing them and waiting for your turn. That is what one Nigeria is. And you cannot continue to lie with this your I'm patriotic. We are fighting for our life. We are trying to fix our country. Is that not what they told you to be saying? The same thing they told your parents. Go and ask them. When they were younger like you, go and ask your parents. Ask them, call them, Mama, Mommy, is it true when you are younger? Did you ever hear the word, we need to build our nation, we need to build together, we need to fix Nigeria? You are not the first person that will say that, so don't make yourself look like you are doing something important. I am obedient, we are trying to save Nigeria. My friend, we are trying to fight for our life. My friend, shut up, Jerry. Do you think you are doing anything Barbara? If there is none that actually juggle our mind very well, very much. If we don't remember the far away, far back, 7 years ago, it's not still very much fresh. The words that were throwing about patriotic, Nigeria must be saved. This country is the only country. This Nigeria, we must fight for to save our future. All those Olori Burukusa, they did it in 2019. 8 years after, some of them have found themselves as obedient today. Do you know that? Imagine the worries who backed APC Egbekegbe in 2015, brought in Bokwari, the Marshal Fanis, the Olori Buruku Jojos, who did the same thing again in 2019. Abi? Many of them did because they thought at this time, by 2023, it's going to be their turn. Whatever it is that turned out today. Now, they are now hiding behind obedience and they're like, we are trying to save our country. We are trying to save this country. My friend, you are now 2015, 28 years ago, there are some weirdos like you were shouting everywhere. 8 years after, we'll not just think, say, because you just metamorphosed into some other things, yeah? I hate APC. I supported them in 2015. So this time around, I'm supporting Peter Obi. You know, get sense. Somebody like, you know get any sense. So then turn around and say, you are trying to fight for Nigeria. What happened to the Nigeria you fought for in 2015? What about the one you tried to save again in 2019? Eh? And you are now running mad everywhere. Everybody mixed together, including those who were like PDP before, who waited for 7 years for the time that PDP could probably do it right and blah, blah. And PDP disappointed them. They are now obedient too. Everybody they come say they won't save Nigeria. You are lying to yourselves. Go and ask your parents. When they were younger like you, they told them that they have to fix Nigeria. So what happened to the Nigeria your parents fixed? Abi, you no get parents. One idiot came and said that, hey, you are always attacking, abusing Tinubu. Where's your father? I said, my papa no contest governor. My papa no hold a public office. My papa no collect any public money. My papa no promise your papa anything. That they will make your life of your papa better. So that somebody like you will not come back and be chasing agbado, cassava, and gariewa. Be doing bambi ala here and there. So my papa is not in any way in that picture. So if you have anything for my papa, my papa is one of those who also probably believed that they were fixing Nigeria. Well, if he was to be alive, if my papa was alive today, I would have asked him, when you are younger like me, imagine if my dad was alive and my dad is talking about Tinubu, or my dad is talking about fixing Nigeria. What do you think I will ask him? I will say, come here, old man. True question, honest question, and I want honest answer. When you were my age, when you are around in your 30s, did you envisage the Nigeria that you are living in today? You probably will say no. I said, but did they not ask you to fix Nigeria then? You probably will say yes, they told us to fix Nigeria, but we just couldn't because nobody could. You can't. Your papa, your mama no fix them. So who are you? So enjoy your emotional ride, enjoy your everything and all of that, but you will come to a certain halt, a screeching halt, at a point where you will be able to tell yourselves that truth. Okay? You stop living that lies. You stop believing that you have that idea, you have that person coming, you have this and that. Not in this Nigeria. You should get that. You with me? Not in this one. So that is why it is always better that you understand where and then why, or where you're coming from, where you are, and then why it is never going to be anything different. Okay. And if you do yours, okay, in another 10 years, some of your children, they will start doing their own. We need to fight and fix this country. Our future is important. So many of you, when you were kids, like me, imagine when I have been hearing ASU strike, NEPA strike, teacher strike, this one strike, doctor strike, that one strike, and all of that. And then this one protest, that one protest. We will never continue like this. We must fight for our future. I was a boy. I grew up to be to an adult today. And look at me. Look at me. Speaking out against the vices that have sort of refused to stop, to change, because they will never change. It is Nigeria. So stop lying to yourself with all this crazy stuff that some of you are actually living with. If you want to live long, maintain that your expectation, maintain that your energy, because you are channeling them into the wrong direction. And until you enter that shop there and you see, you come back and be like, this guy talk more. Yes, I talk. I've always been saying it. Do you get that now? Nobody can fix it as they are telling you to. You can't fix it with election through a system that is already rigged. The end result is known. If you try to change that, it is going to end up in what many of you are trying to run away from. We are going to fight in a revolution, Lamajad. If they rig us out, yes. You are expecting that you can overrun them so that they won't rig you out. Or you know that when they rig you out, you are going to either fight them, we are going to, whatever it is, Abi. It is the system, the one that is going to take many lives. That you are going to, you're going to try to say you want to stop, you want to change, I want to challenge that. Do you get that now? So you are always going to come back to this one I have been saying. I know they speak in parable. I just don't want you to come here on Mayegun's Diary Political and think this guy, I don't get him. Eh? The other day I heard him talking so much about APC and all of that, and I actually love what he was saying. I thought he was a reasonable guy. Ori eti daru. Emi a reasonable guy. Because I talk about APC where you like. I mean, you want people who can talk about APC, which is good. They are responsible for what is going on in Nigeria today. Yes, they should be bashed. Everything stopped on them, right? Then I can't talk about PDP, people destroying people. You can't catch feelings. I remember when I say, good luck, Egbere Jolantan. Mayegun, you need to show some respect, okay? You need to show some respect, eh? I mean, Jonathan was a very good person. So you shouldn't just change his name like that. I'm talking about Nigeria politicians. You are trying to correct me on whatever I call them. Show Yawiri. Show Shileya. That's what I actually feel like sometimes when I see many of your comments too. I'm like, Shile yo Yawiri, show Shileya. You are happy that I'm calling Tinubu Kolu. Ashiwaju awon ole, Ashiwaju awon gbewiri, Ashiwaju awon agbero. You are laughing. That was okay. He's a very corrupt man. You the mentor. You don't know. You the mentor. So I come turn around and say, okay, Atifku, you the catch feeling. Show Yawiri. Eh? It's just a question, no. Or Yawiri gone, who knows? But the point I'm making is that I am not here to confuse you, except if you are here to confuse yourself. I am not a friend of that system, okay? I oppose everything that the system represents, and I have preached against this. Against that same system for more than 10 years now, and I've made the position known that we can continue to deceive ourselves, continue to push it like you get the solution. That one get time, that one did this and that, all those madness that you tell yourselves, okay? We can continue all of that, but the truth remains that the day we all come to our senses and say, well, I mean, come, wait. When exactly did we agree to actually be one country for real? A generation that's going to ask that and they're going to put action to it, they are almost here. Just take that from me, okay? You can't lie for too long. Nah, it won't last for too long, So that generation will come and ask and say, why? Now, at that point, that thing you are trying to run away from will then be something you will embrace with your two hands, with your everything, and say, well, I think it makes sense now. Let everybody be on their own. Let everybody be manage their own affair. I'm talking about structurally. Let everybody go their separate ways. This Mayegun is Confucianist. Today he's talking about PDP. Tomorrow he's talking about Obi. Tomorrow he's talking about Europe. We don't share. We call this platform Mayegun's Diary Political. Before many of you, before then come out feeding bottle for your mouth, some of you low life crumbs here, right? APC, PDP, and the rest of you Nigerians, right? Before then come out dummy for your mouth, I have been taking your criminal politicians to the trash cans on this platform for years. Do you understand that now? So if you now get here now, you say you are confused. I'm not the one who is confusing you. It is that contraption that has completely confused your existence. And I won't blame you. I won't. Because how can you blame a confused man? They say it's like blaming a stupid person who is proud to be so stupid. And being stupid, people who are stupid, right? Most of the times they don't know. It is like when somebody dies. When somebody dies, right? They don't know that they are dead. It's only the people around them that always feel the pain of, what the glory Kamilu, they don't cut off Kamilu head, yo. We know if you pay 5 million, no, they don't cut them, Boko Haram, swap, and the rest of that, right? You don't die, they don't cut and they don't push out, you do everything, you are gone. They feel anything. That's exactly what it is like for stupid people. They know. Now the people around them say, say Mayegun, we are very sorry, okay? No mind that guy. Whatever that guy said, we are sorry on his behalf. is the most stupid person from our village. The whole village, they know him, is the worst. And we are ashamed on his behalf. He don't know saying stupid though. But now we, yeah. Do you get that now? So you're doing nobody, mostly yourselves, if you think there is anyone here confusing you. You have all your choices to make. It is like, I've used this narrative sometimes back, and it was this crab narrative, okay? That narrative was that if you put the survival of the crabs, so if you put thousands of crabs in a bucket, okay, you are going to see those who are stronger, those who are weaker, those who are bigger, those who are smaller. Now, in that that bucket full of crabs, right? You will see some who are going to struggle and struggle. Despite, some will be at the wrong bottom, right? That others are going to have to climb on. Okay? You see those ones who are at the top, they enjoy the space of sort of a freedom of they are sitting on the rest of others. There are those, you see those who are layer next to those ones, they also feel better because the weight is not much. But you see those ones at the bottom, and them they die, they know they can't. But there are those who will struggle from that bottom, turn, until everybody croak, and then will come to the top. You see the smartest one, they are those ones who use the height of the pile in that bucket to jump out. Okay? Now those ones, they think outside the box. Here you get, jump out. You'll be like, oh, these ones, they take jump out. Others don't go fit jump out again. They are buried in that contraption. And that's what you have in Nigeria. Okay? You are all, Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, everybody from everywhere. They drop every one of you in that bucket. Okay? A contraption that even those who believe that they are the owners of Nigeria, they are living in that same contraption as well. Light, no day. Security, no day. Healthcare, no day. They are living in that contraption too. Do you get that now? But there are those who have climbed out of the rumbles of that basket or that bucket, and they have jumped out. Somehow they feel freer, but they feed on you. So look at that illustration and analogy. Wherever you fit in there, just know that you are responsible for your own choices. Nobody is responsible for your choices for you. You are responsible for your choices. Then the consequences of those choices are yours. And as a one Nigerian, or one Nigerianist, you don't like to take responsibility. None of you probably really love to take responsibility as one Nigerianist. You know why? Your leaders don't take responsibilities too. That is why. That is why. An economically, ruined country like Nigeria, where the unemployment is at its highest, the worst, by the way. The same criminal government is bragging that after they have borrowed money severally to buy weapons to fight the terrorists in Nigeria, they have also ended up spending that same billions on rehabilitating the terrorists that none of you actually have the data of. You don't have their data. If they ask them that, can you give us the names of all the 79,000 repentant terrorists? Can you believe that? 79,000 repentant terrorists in Borno State. Scary. Now that means that's that part of Northeast. And if you then go around Nigeria, Southwest, Southeast, South, everywhere where they, yeah, you can imagine the number of guns, weapons, and others, ammunitions that have now found their ways into Nigeria. They told us, they said they could start civil war. The level of weapons that are now in everywhere in Nigeria, right? And then they came out, they said they bragging, they said the 79,000 have repented. 79,000 terrorists or more. Local government, see, Odogbolu local government population in 2011 was 49,000 something. Oh, hang on, I'm mixing it up. Population of Odogbolu local government was put at over 490 something thousand or thereabout. But that's actually not the the main point. If 79,000 terrorists come from one region, or more, that could be a whole local government in some places. So imagine having, or just think about how many others are out there. How many? If 79,000. Well, here is the truth. There is no 79,000 terrorists that surrendered. It is a scam. It has always been one. And it's a scam that is being funded with the blood of the innocents, including soldiers and all that. They said somebody they gave a name to, aka soldier police butcher or soldier butcher, an ISWAP terrorist. They told us that he's repented, right? Now, in the list of those they said have repented, rehabilitated, the ones that are going through rehabilitation is a different scam on its own, an industrial scam. All those fictitious names, numbers, Nigeria is funding them. Bukwari cannot even tell you how much they are spending to feed and fund the terrorists who are still killing Nigerians across Nigeria today. Get that? A very, very big, it's like, they call them, there's something called Nigeria Military Industrial Complex. Have you heard of that before? Nigeria Military Industrial Complex. It is the deep state of the Nigerian military. When you say deep state, we are talking about the deep corruption, corrupt people, and it's like a cult. So you see this Boko Haram of a thing, it was like they just brought what we love to eat, to us. So what I'm saying here to you is this. If they promise you they are going to make Nigeria this or that, I want you to I want you to keep paying attention to all that are happening. And then put everything you have found happening, put them by side to the promises they are making you and see if any of them is in any reality. So you can lie to yourself from now till then, but just don't forget this. Like I said, if you have to go with them, just make sure that you are not being led by just your emotion. Dirao or else. You could buy any
Pastor, pastor. Our mojo sticker ló show wa. Àṣé kò rí pé orí wa ti burú. Ìwọ má dira o, ìpápá ìdàrúrin. Jẹ́ ká wà ní Bible tó ń jẹ. Kò jẹ́ pé sàgbé tàbí kò gbẹ́ni tí kò gbé tí a fẹ́ jókòó tẹ̀ rà. Gbẹ́ni tí bá yọ píù. Àwòyí àárín. Mo mọ̀ wípé wà nínú Bible pé ìgbà tó fẹ́ mú Jésù kọjá ní àárín òun ògèrí Jésù. Kí ni Jésù lò? Àfẹ́ rí ló lò. Ìwọ má dira ayé bàjẹ́.
Anyway, I have delivered the part I probably could remember tonight. I want to say thank you for spending your night again with me, your evening with me again. I was going to take calls, but I'm going to put that on hold until the next time. Tomorrow is Sunday, which means that we'll likely have our Sunday sermon. So you can join me around then, and then we'll have our program the other time as well. So thank you for your time, and I will see you some other time. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún Diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Máyégún Diary politico.
Máyégún Diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún Diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wán.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé